when you choose a career, you have to get skilled for that, work on your communication skills and everything. If you really want to reduce that struggle for the job, right? So I always say that justify the job and get the job. The more
Yeah.
you know, the more you grow. And so we heard that where there is a will, where there is a this thing way, but I change it in the way there is a skill, there is a way, right?
Hmm.
So keep learning and keep growing because it's your career and you are the creator of your own destiny. It's all
Correct.
depends how you choose your destiny and how you work on that. It
Yeah.
only comes through the efforts only rather than the asking someone for the reference.
So, Mr. Sunil, in our last video, we discussed on B Pharma and how students of B Pharma should approach their career and what kind of opportunities they have. We also discussed probably we need to connect back for the the number of career choices you just mentioned. Probably it was a very small insight for the students. Now we the other part of the students is people who are doing M Pharma, right? Now, it
Okay.
is what we understand is, B Pharma have different career choices, and then M Pharma becomes way more other probably career choices in their part. So, if you could just let us know how M Pharma can focus on their career choices after completing their M Pharma, that would be good insight.
Okay. Okay. So see whether you're a B Pharma or M Pharma, the situation remains same with everyone because we go for any random career job. First, we need to know about the career options, right? So to get into your dream job, so first explore all the career options. I said there are 17 career options for from a pharma people there are available in the industries, right? So choose that particular career which you want to really go looking forward for the further growing career, right? So choose that and get skilled for the same. Again, work on your communication skills, have your profiles showcasing your skills, and then you can definitely get into your dream jobs. So it's about choosing a career, right career to
Yeah.
go along with.
Yeah. Have you, Mr. Sunil, in your career, have you seen people, because this being a technical area, right? B Pharma, they lag in probably their resume building, or they lag in communicating at least what they know. They might be more knowledgeable, right, if you probably go in deeper in discussion then, but when they come to you guys for interview, they might miss the important points, and they kind of you would have realized that that student was more capable later on than it appeared in the interview.
Yeah. See, what happened is, so far I have interacted with more than 10,000 candidates, right? So the different platforms, or the seminars, or one-to-one calls and all that. Even I used to get the resumes as well. So it's not
Mhm.
only about like, okay, I did my pharmacy, M pharmacy or B pharmacy or Pharm D as well. Okay, so when people apply for the jobs, right? So I used to get sometimes the
Mm.
forwarded resumes, right? And even sometimes people just
Okay.
mention that, okay, I'm looking for a jobs and all that. So they have to work on each and every area. It's not only
Mm.
about ki, okay, sending a resume will fulfill that. HR
Mm.
doesn't have the time to look at, and the first impression again we say is the last impression. How you present yourself in the your mail, right?
Mm.
How you have drafted your cover letter, the mail text and all that. Everything does matter into that. And
Correct.
secondly, it's not a tough in learning the things today, like how to be professional, how to apply professionally. Everything is available on the Google. But the problem is people don't put that kind of effort. The reason being they want like, okay, let me apply 10 apply jobs and then maybe I'll get a one call. So they're
Mm.
just playing in that way.
True.
But yes, if you put some efforts and work on each and every aspect, apply professionally, showcase
Yeah.
everything, you'll definitely get the calls and
Yeah.
you can get into your career.
And maybe, I mean, how they use LinkedIn, how LinkedIn could
Yes.
help them and stuff like that. Probably that is missing as part of the curriculum, I think, in this era. There should be something in the last year of their probably course, right, where these things are more focused. So, because the curriculum when it was built, it was like, you know, too long time back, and curriculum has never changed. I mean, but our era of how we
Yes.
apply, how the process works, everything has changed drastically. But
Actually.
yeah, I think there probably the students lag. So, tell me one thing. What do you think is the opportunity for the M.Pharma students in India? And probably later on we can touch base overseas once they complete M.Pharma.
Yeah, see, like I said, now the industries have the many options for the M pharma people, right?
Correct.
So they have some preference towards the M pharmacies rather than the B
Mm.
pharmacies. So career options, again, I'm saying that career options are available for them as well. They
Yep,
can
that's true.
easily get into the areas like pharmacovigilance. This is the preferred qualification for pharmacovigilance, clinical
Mm.
research. Even if you have good writing skills, you are passionate about writing, go for the medical writing. There are many jobs available for that.
Mm.
And
Yep.
again, that the biostatistician option is there. Then you can work as a pharmacist as well. Even in pharmacovalence area, you have the government job as well as a technical assessor. They want M pharmacy people as
Okay.
well, right?
Mm.
And there are options like you can go into the product management, you can be in the business development as well. So
So
the
you have
options are
government
there.
jobs also available, is it, Mr. Sunil,
Yes,
for
yes,
M.Pharma?
definitely. See, so the government job, I was saying like there are many options available. Like you can work as a pharmacist over there, and you can be into academics in the government colleges and pharmacy one. And in pharmacovigilance area, you have the government jobs as a technical associate, where PVPI was one of the platform which is launched way back in 2010, and they had technical associates with a 2 years contract and all that. So there are
Mhm.
government jobs also available for the pharmacy.
Okay, that's fine. And what about international opportunities for the students who are completing M.Pharma?
So there are options available, but what people normally do, because everybody has a dream to go overseas, right? So if you're going as a pharmacist, right? So there are
Mhm.
definitely have a great value over there. There's a one of the
Okay.
recognized profession in the overseas, but you have to
Mhm.
fulfill some criteria for that. Like you have to go for your registration as a pharmacist first. We have
Mhm.
to qualify with their from their exams, like there are theoretical
Mhm.
exams, clinical exams,
Yep.
interviews as well. So once you clear them, you can work as a pharmacist over there and you'll be paid like anything. The second
Mhm.
is normally what people choose is they go for a study visas, right? They
Okay.
take any random course because that's the easy going, right? So they take any random course not related to the pharmacy. They do that. They
Okay.
work part time in cafes and other things. I won't suggest to go for this option. Put some efforts. If you have worked really hard to for 6 years from graduation to post graduation, so I think
Mhm.
some more efforts can land you into one of the very good option overseas as a pharmacist.
Mhm. Makes sense.
Yeah.
And how many students, percentage of students do you think generally apply overseas or go overseas in the group? I mean, is it like 2%, 3%, or more than that?
See, I would say everyone wants to, right?
Okay.
So when it comes to
Okay.
wants to, they want to, right? But again, I'm saying out of 10, maybe one or two people person will be there. They want to be as a pharmacist.
Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise, all other people, the people who want to go abroad, they work for another area. Now, there is another
Mhm.
aspect to that. If you want to settle overseas, like for example, the careers like pharmacovigilance and clinical research, right? So
Yep.
if you get experience, because these are the areas where everything we do is standard worldwide. If you get a three
Mhm.
years plus experience in these areas, and you can always apply for your PR. And once you have a PR, you can easily get the job over there because your experience will be counted. There's
Okay.
another approach one can apply for starting a career in India, have some experience, get your PR, and then start applying for the jobs. So these are third
Understood.
options available for them.
Okay. Perfect. And from M Pharma, is there any other further studies options for them as well? If
I would
somebody
say
wants to
one
take.
option is only available is a PhD because
Okay.
anybody who is interested in research, right? So they can
Mm-hmm.
further
Mm-hmm.
have their qualification enhanced in terms of PhDs, right? Doctorate,
Mm-hmm.
and also they can go for if anybody wants to be into research field or academics as well, because nowadays in pharmacy college want to study or want to be as academician or the lecturer, the PhD is definitely required. So anybody who's
Mm-hmm.
interested in research or academics, they can go for further PhD.
Okay.
PharmD I won't recommend because PharmD is something for the graduates. You spend three
Oh, is it?
years and you
Okay.
can have doctorate level degree for that. But
Oh,
PhD is
okay.
one of the options they can go for.
And how different? So, is there any job opportunities which changes if a person do B Pharma or M Pharma? I mean, for example, for in computers, right? People who do B Tech generally go for a job because they cannot get a professor or research kind of thing. But people who do M Tech are generally ending into research and probably a professor or something of that sort. So, is there something in B Pharma and M Pharma where M.pharma get probably 17, rather than 17, it gets probably 23 opportunities, or is it same for both the courses?
See, there are some areas like where the companies, it depend on the industry that hire people, right? So there are areas like, especially if I say pharmacovigilance, because I'm coming on to that because I know the industry very well. So in pharmacovigilance nowadays, if I see the number of openings, so everywhere it is written the post graduation, M pharmacies and all that. B
Mm-hmm.
pharmacies do get entry into pharmacovigilance, but again at the lesser package. So there
Mm-hmm.
the options remain same, but you will find a difference in terms of packages. A B Pharma may be getting the lesser package for the same job which M Pharma is getting, and
Mm-hmm.
second is toward the growth, right? Because 1 or 2 year down the line, they see that because person who is graduate working with postgraduate and PhD level people as well, so
Correct.
they can
Yes.
have a
Yes.
better growth rather
Edge.
than being a graduate.
Mm. No, that's
So
true.
there comes
I
the
mean,
difference.
if I am an internal HR and I have two profiles or two suggestions to probably
Yes,
promote or change, I mean, HR would be asked to give a preference to M.pharma. I mean, that is something very industry specific, especially in India. I
yes,
mean, overseas it's a bit
yes.
different, but here at least it's the same. So, and industries also more or less remain same, Mr. Sneak, for B Pharma and M Pharma, or the industry also changes. I mean, there are a few more industries which get added, which absolutely do not take any B Pharmas and they only prefer M Pharma, something like that, or no?
See, there might be some industries because I used to keep looking at the jobs available to the LinkedIn or the other portals as well. So I used to see the qualification, and I would say if I see the 10 jobs today, maybe 7 or 8 jobs asking for the M.Pharm. Rest
Mm-hmm.
depend on what area you're going for. Like for example, I'm saying if you have a good passionate about writing, then being a graduate or postgrad doesn't matter because companies want if anybody is skilled in writing part because you don't find the writers easily, especially in India because
Correct.
we we get away from writing. So
Mm-hmm.
that is why if you have good writing skills, then doesn't matter if graduate postgraduate. So company says that okay, you can fulfill the job responsibility. You're most welcome to the company. Right, but there are industries which go for the post graduation because they have the option now. Earlier there was limited options. Only B Pharma candidates were there are very limited M forms. Now they have more M forms as well. So they have the options like you said as well. If I'm an HR, I have 3 people: B Pharma, M Pharma, and maybe PhD. I would go for PhD, M Pharma, and the last one will be the B Pharma.
Got it. And do colleges do counseling for the students to understand all these opportunities so that they can take a better career decisions, or is it for self exploration kind of a mode for any students in India?
See, nowadays, even colleges and university also have realized that, okay, if they want their batch to be placed, so the batch should be like skilled enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
And because I've been invited by many colleges to come and what they're passing out students who have some kind of a career guidance for them. I used to go there and guide them what is the industry scenario and how you can get ready for the particular jobs. So, but
Mm-hmm.
again, still there are limited colleges doing that. But I would
Correct.
suggest for all the colleges in the last semester, please do have kind of a career awareness programs,
Yes.
even in the terms of seminars or maybe trainings and as well,
Correct.
so that they can get skilled and then easily they can get into the career rather than struggling for the next one
Yes.
6 months or 1 year and keep saying that okay, pharmacy is not worth.
Yeah.
And people
Correct.
do that.
No, no, that's true. I mean, it's general perception then, right? If they don't get a job, because
Yes,
there is always a demand and a supply, right? There would be definitely
exactly,
students who would not end up in a very good job, and there would be students who would end up in very good job. And it's not
exactly,
specific to B Pharma, but it's industry wide thing for the students.
exactly.
Okay, that was wonderful talking to you, Mr. Sunil. Anything you want to say before we leave for this show today?
Yep, sure. First of all, thank you for having me here. It is a pleasure to be here and have to share my experience with budding professionals, right? So there are a few things I want to give them as a takeaways. Like, see, at the end of the day, when you choose a career, you have to get skilled for that, work on your communication skills and everything. If you really want to reduce that struggle for the job, right? So I always say that justify the job and get the job. The more
Yeah.
you know, the more you grow and so we heard that where is there is a will, where there is a this thing way. But I change it in the way there is a skill, there is a pay, right?
Hmm.
So keep learning and keep growing because It's your career and you are the creator of your own destiny. It's all
Correct.
depends how you choose your destiny and how you work on that. It
Yeah.
only comes through the efforts only rather than the asking someone for the reference.
True.
Right. So wish everyone all the best and thank you once again for
Okay.
the invite.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sunil. Thanks a lot. Take
Thank
care.
you. Okay.